you doing? Auto Adams here with Type Motorsports. I'm a technician here and also our A90 Supra driver. So previously on our A90 Supra, we took it apart, inspected it just to see the wear and the condition of it before we did internals and built the motor basically. So here we're going to do the same thing on Omar Sanchez's 2017 RA Plus. Factory formula makes 612 horsepower stock. So this has the AMS Alpha 12 kit, also the transmission that they offer as well with the Datsun internals. So together the car made between 14 and 15 wheel horsepower on ethanol E98, I believe to be specific. The car had lots of wear on it, I would say, just from about a year's worth of abuse on it. So he did a lot of roll racing and drag racing. I believe his best time was at 8.0 at 178 mile per hour. He had definitely a couple 1/260 foots, so the car was pretty healthy. Had some fun in Mexico as well. So for sure, the car's been driven and had plenty of healthy miles on it. So now we're just going to look over some of the rotating assembly parts and the block and just different parts in the engine itself. So here we have the thrust washers. They look actually in healthy condition. Barely any wear on them. So the crank wasn't moving around too much. And here we have the journals. They practically look brand new on the main journals and the rod journals, so pretty healthy condition, no scoring, anything like that. Also, we have the cylinder bores. You still have the factory grooves in it from when they built the engine. No irregular wear. The cylinders, they're not cracked or anything, so again, very healthy, especially like putting down 1500 horsepower. That's pretty amazing. Basically, we have the front of the engine. This would be cylinder 1, rear of the engine. So the bearings themselves look in really good condition for a year's worth of happy time in the car. Right here you have a little more wear, but that's back towards the back of the engine where you get the transmission and the timing components are here. So you're going to typically have more wear in this area. And we have the bed plate as well, the girdle. And again, you see the same wear. This isn't bad at all. And just remember, good tuning goes a long way. All right, so here we have the cam, and basically this sits on top of the head. So as far as wear goes, right here in the grooves, it looks perfect. So no stress on it. No stress. And again, remember, all this power just putting down to the wheels, and a year's worth of abuse, and it's just great. No grooves, no scratches. Definitely got to keep up on oil changes so you can minimize the wear, because it builds a lot of heat. But again, everything looks great. So here we have the factory rods. They got tang bearings. So essentially right here on the side, you could tell that it wasn't moving around too much. And in the bearing itself, you have a little wear, no gouges, no big deep grooves. You have a little wear right there, but that's when combustion happens, so it pushes down on the crankshaft. But again, no grooves, and it's not even a lot of wear. So also the pen seems to be good, and the
Two hours later.
And so again, the pen seems to be good. It doesn't have a lot of side to side wear. The skirts looks brand new. And as far as the ring pack goes, there's no grooves. They will move around pretty easily, and the ring lands look pretty good. So again, nice and healthy. Good tuning. That's what it looks like. So after looking through all of the rods, we didn't find anything that was bent, even anything that we didn't like, you know. And again, like this is like really good for a year's worth of abuse and just taking the RPMs really high and just going gear after gear after gear, aka party mode. All right, so now we have the head. Initially, when I pulled it apart just to assess it, I didn't see any issues. Again, the car didn't have any issues or performance issues. So the deck looks great. The valves look great. This had port injection and DI. The cylinders look identical. This one had a little oil in it from taking it apart, so it looks a little dark. But again, the surfaces look good. No, doesn't look like any detonation or buildup. And so they all look pretty good to me. So pretty cool. All right, so basically after tearing this whole thing down and assessing everything, and we have a year's worth of abuse at 14 to 1500 horsepower, this looks really great, you know. This is what you call German engineering, and it looks great. So with all the performance upgrades and years worth of abuse on it, this is something you definitely want to see. Again, good tuning goes a long way, and you know, oils and stuff like that. So it's not just about the parts, it's maintaining. So I'm excited to get this back together with all the aftermarket parts and go faster. Definitely gonna be in the sevens, probably low sevens though.